So, flashback with the mother at the very end was, really, really wonderful. The, you really get a sense that their dialogue felt very natural. This really did feel like two people who are very comfortable with each other, which made me just so much more excited to see more interactions between Ted and the mother. One thing I would like to point out, I thought this was so sweet. The very first thing Ted says to the mother is, "Hey, beautiful," which is the title of the theme song to the series. What a nice touch! That just little things like that is wonderful. Speaking of little things, going back to Stella for a moment, learning that the entire wedding, or the entire season 9 was going to take place exclusively at the wedding, kind of had me worried, because I thought, well, I really wanted to see the courtship. I wanted to see Ted fall in love with the mother, and I wanted to see the mother fall in love with Ted. It looks like we're going to get it through flashbacks, which is fine. I'm not really worried about how it's presented, as long as we get to see it. I really, really want to see it. Mostly for an episode. I forget what the episode is named, but it's where Ted tells the kids that he'll never forget the first time he told their mother that he loved her. He said it was raining, the movie they wanted to go see was all sold out, and he said he remembered he just turned to her and said, "I love you." And I was always hoping to be able to see that scene in real time, like we do with, other things that he sets up. Like the, "now we're even," that kind of thing. And hearing that the entire season 9 was going to take place at Barney and Robin's wedding kind of worried me. I thought, well, now we're not going to get to see that. Now that they've, now that it's clear that it's going to be done in flashbacks, hopefully we are going to get to see that. And the reason I bring that particular episode up again in relation to Stella is, I didn't notice this until the last time I saw it, but if you look at the marquee on the theater, the movie that they wanted to go see is The Wedding Bride 3. When I first noticed that, I thought, well, that's kind of a silly joke. That doesn't really seem like the kind of movie that would lend itself well to sequels, and it was, supposed to be only a joke in the first place. But knowing How I Met Your Mother, knowing how good the writing is, knowing how strong they keep the continuity, and the fact that Stella is now becoming a player again, that's not a coincidence. I can't believe that it is a coincidence, coming from the same people who, the brooch thing with Ted's mom and Barney, that was a throwaway joke in season 2, and it was mentioned again in season 6. They kept the continuity there. So I've got to believe that, I've got to believe that The Wedding Bride 3 was in there for a reason. I've got to believe that it ties into the fact that Stella's becoming a player again now in the story. So very much looking forward to all the things that season 9 set up. This episode gave me a lot of hope for the final season. It was very satisfying, very sweet, great writing. Wonderful to see the writing come up again, and the performances were all so great. Let me know what you thought. Let me know what you liked, what you didn't like, and let me know what you are hoping to see in this final season of How I Met Your Mother. Please leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought. I will see you guys next week. Until then, take care.